Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to my Inbox 51 video where I show some new and second-hand records that I bought over the past couple of months or so. At the end of this video I'll also be doing something I've never actually done before, and it's an unboxing, and there's two of them. So we'll play a little game and see if you can guess who the artist is. It's the same artist for both albums, male artist. They're both 1990s albums. I don't think they've ever been released on vinyl until recently. One's got a really crap cover and the other one's got a pretty cool cover. So if you know my music, you might be able to work out who it is. Okay, we'll start off with second-hand stuff first, and this is M, and this is the Robin Scott Band. The guys that did pop music, and That's the Way the Money Goes. This is their second album. I have their first album, which is actually very good, New York, London, Paris. This is not as good. In fact, it's not very good at all, but it was only about $1.99. I don't recognise any of the songs off this. Transmission, the opener, is okay. The rest of it is not brilliant. So, but still, it sits nicely beside the other one, which I do enjoy, but this is not great. Okay, a couple of live albums, and the first one is from 1983, and it's UB40 live. I've been buying a couple of UB40 albums of late, and this is a good one. This takes in their first three albums and it is excellent. The weakest album of the three is UB44, and there's three songs from that album on this, and I think they sound better live than they do on the actual record, especially the song Politician. But you do get singles like Food for Thought and 1 in 10, Love Is Alright, and Don't Slow Down. Very good album, very well recorded. I believe this is from a concert in Ireland, so I don't think this did too well in the charts. And I remember seeing this so many times in the cheapie bin, and I never bought it, and then I saw it going pretty cheap online, so yeah, why not add it to the collection. Another live album, and it's one I showed on my community channel, and it's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Pack Up the Plantation live, and this is great. It's a double album. It opens with So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star. Now I actually have the 12-inch single version of that. You get songs like The Waiting, Needles and Pins, American Girl, You Got Lucky from the Long After Dark album, really good song. Refugee, I Need to Know, Rebels, and even the song Southern Accents, which I'm never that keen on, is better live than on the album. I was very impressed with this double album. I never had it before on CD, nor did I ever have it on MP3, but I've now got it on vinyl and it's very good. Okay, the next one, and a cheapie. These next two are really cheap, and this is Don Everly, and this is Brother Jukebox. I haven't played this yet. I've had it for about a month and a half and I still haven't played it. I have been playing the Everly Brothers of late, but not Don Everly. It's the only solo Everly Brothers album I have. The only thing I know about this is he does a version of his own So Sad to Watch Good Love Go Bad. Apart from that, I don't know anything else on this at all, so I'll give it a spin sometime soon, I'm sure. Especially when I start playing the Everly Brothers again, I'll probably sneak this one in, but for the moment it's been sitting on the shelf. And this one I bought for two songs and two songs only, and you can laugh, but it's the best of Tony Christie, and you can guess what the two songs are. Is This the Way to Amarillo, which we had as a single whenever I was a kid. It's not because of the big hit in the early 2000s with Peter Kay. I've always loved that song, and I especially love I Did What I Did for Maria. I thought it a fantastic song as well. And there's another really good one off here called Avenues and Alleyways. So it's not a bad album. It's a bit croonery as well, but a bit Tom Jonesy. But yeah, it's good, but it only cost me about £1, so I was happy enough with it. And I love those two songs. Okay, going on to the new vinyl, and first off, a 7-inch single which I didn't know existed, and it's the Rolling Stones' Plundered My Soul. Now this is my favourite track of the second disc of the 2010 reissue of Exile on Main Street. I always thought this should have been on the album. after I heard it, but maybe it sounds a little bit too like bit too much like Tumbling Dice, but it's a fantastic song, and there's a different version of All Down the Line on the B-side. Yeah, which I think was exclusive, or apparently exclusive to Amazon, which I remember downloading, but I've now got it in vinyl. And this is on very, very heavy vinyl. It's on black vinyl, but extremely heavy vinyl. So nice to have. Plundered My Soul by the Rolling Stones. Okay, let's go on to the new albums, and this one I've never had before. I've always hemmed and hawed. I only have the greatest hits, and I finally bought a Buzzcocks album, Love Bites. And yeah, it's not bad. It's the one with Ever Fallen in Love on it, but I think that's the only single off this. Real World's not bad, Walking Distance not bad, Nostalgia's not bad. It's not bad. It would take me a bit of getting used to, though. I just don't think... I've never been a huge fan of the Buzzcocks. I do like their singles, but with that album I was never keen on the second side with the B-sides. But yeah, this is pretty good, but I don't know if it's regarded as their best or their second best. But I saw it and I thought, yeah, why not? So I picked it up and it's okay. This one, I was surprised how good it was, because I gave up on this band in 1982, and this is the one that they reformed in 1991. And this is Stiff Little Fingers, Flags and Emblems, and this is the one that first features Bruce Foxton on bass. Yeah, I think this is really, really good. It's a Long Way to Paradise is a really good opener. Stand Up and Shout is very good. The Kosh is very good. The Game of Life, I'd never heard this before either, and I played this about 3 times in a row, and I prefer this to the Buzzcocks album. I thought this was more zip to it. So for me, I always said Stiff Little Fingers had finished in 1982 with their last album Now Then, but this is actually very good. I wouldn't mind exploring the other ones as well if they ever come out in vinyl. It was quite cheap as well. It was well below £20. So Flags and Emblems, the 1991 album. This one here I bought after doing the Smokey video. I couldn't resist this. Now I do have this album, but I bought it again, and it's Smokey's Greatest Hits, and the reason why I bought it again is because it is on white vinyl and it's a double album. So if you ever watched that video, I told you that in Europe they released Greatest Hits Volume 2. Well, this album has Volume 1 and Volume 2. So there's a double disc, and it is excellent, and there's a few extra songs put on as well. For example, Number on My Wall goes on the Greatest Hits Volume 1, which is a wee bit out of place because it's from their last album. Little Town Flirt goes on the Greatest Hits Volume 1, which is on, it was never on any album, but it is from the 1980s. Greatest Hits Volume 2 also gets Hey Baby, which is a Chris Norman solo song. And then there's a remix on Volume 1 of You Think You Know How to Love Me, which doesn't fit, but it's actually very good. It's a really, really good album, and if you were looking to buy any Smokey vinyl, this is the one to get. And again, this was under 20 quid as well for double album on white vinyl. Excellent stuff. Okay, this next one. This was recommended to me by Johnny, and he's a bit of a hard rock fan. And he actually recommended me Erasure the Neon. Now, the reason being was I was asking him if he had any second-hand Erasure albums, because I showed a couple in the last video, and he said no, he doesn't, but he has their latest album, and he took a copy home with him, and he thought it was really, really good, and he twisted my arm, so I bought it. It's alright. It's not fantastic. Side 2 of it is a little bit more mellow, and it's a little bit better. Side 1 is a little bit more upbeat, but it sounds a little bit even too modern. It doesn't sound like Erasure, but it's okay. But you know, if I had listened to it first, I wouldn't have bought it. But as I say, Side 2 is not bad, but still it's decent enough to have. This one here, however, might be a little bit of a surprise that I bought this. And I do like this artist, I do like his hits, I don't want any of his albums. And Eminem, Curtain Call. I have this in CD. I love this album, I think it's really, really good. You know, things like Stan, My Name Is, Without Me, Lose Yourself, absolutely brilliant stuff. What's the other one? The other big one here, The Real Slim Shady. Yeah, absolutely fantastic album. It really is. Again, it's all I need of Eminem, and I really do enjoy it. I bought the CD for £5. This too wasn't that expensive, and this album's still in the charts. So Eminem, Curtain Call, the hits, why not? And this last one before we do the unboxing, and if I had bought this before the end of last year, I would have put this in my top 5 new albums of 2021, and it's Sharon Core, and the album is The Fool and the Scorpion, and this is an absolutely beautiful listen. It is gorgeous from start to finish. It's a real Sunday morning album. The Fool and the Scorpion itself is gorgeous. Under a Daylight Moon, Running on Rooftops, Only You, My Beautiful, Tease Me, all beautiful songs, and it works so well together as one listen. So yeah, this is a fantastic album from 2021. So Sharon Core, The Fool and the Scorpion. Okay, we'll do the unboxing now. If I can get these open. Have you guessed who the artist is? I'm sure some of you will know. So, and of course that doesn't open well enough. There we go. And the first one, is it the good cover or is it the crap cover? It's the good cover. Mike Oldfield, Guitars from 1999. Absolutely brilliant album. Never had it before in vinyl. Bought it at the time. 10 songs off it. My favourite is Summit Day. Also Love Out of Mind. Absolutely beautiful album. All the music in this, I believe, is guitars, so he gets all the different sounds from a guitar. So yeah, great to have. Just arrived before I made this video, that's why I included this. And finally, the second unboxing. If you're a Mike Oldfield fan, 90s, and it's a terrible cover, you will know the album. Oh yeah, it is an awful cover. Similarly titled to the latest ABBA album, but not quite. This is Voyager by Mike Oldfield from 1996, and this is a very Celtic sound, but it is really good. The Song of the Sun is beautiful. Excuse me. She Moves Through the Fair, The Hero, Celtic Rain. Absolutely beautiful album. It's just a shame about that cover. It's absolutely dreadful. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this now, basically. So yeah, 2 brand new Mike Oldfield albums arrived today. Okay, so that's my Inbox 51. I hope you enjoyed that. My competition, or my contest, there's 1 day left on it, tomorrow, and then I'll make a draw on Tuesday. So far 51 entries, which I can't believe. Fantastic. Okay, that's me for now. I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.